Good afternoon. So today I'm going to be showing how I can make a design like this using my mobile phone on an app called PixelLab. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just change the background. So then how do we make the background? We'll also go to the background effects over here and we'll select the saturation and we'll just reduce the saturation and turn it black and white. Then maybe I'll reduce the brightness a bit just to give it a more cool effect. Maybe I can increase the contrast a bit just to add more details to it. I think that's good. So from here now, how do we now go about creating that effect where we have the text and it's transparent and then we have the other stuff? So what we'll do is we'll just select a shape here. Okay, we'll select text, then we'll select a shape, a rectangle. So you take the rectangle and you just place it over at this end, then you increase the size like this, then you make sure it's halfway down the middle. Now we'll select the object options and we'll change the color to that gradient that we chose before, this one, right? Just like that. Then we'll take the text, then we'll bring the text to the front, and then I'm going to just read what they wrote in this image. I'll also bring this one to the front as well so that you can see. Okay, it says if I had a gun I'd shoot a hole into the sun, right? So I'll just change my text to say that as well, and I'll say in all caps, if I had a gun I'd shoot a hole into the sun, right? Cool. So then what we'll do is we'll now align it. We'll make sure it's aligned exactly how this one is as well. So we'll say, okay, I'll change the color just so it makes it more visible. Change the color to black probably. Oh no, I'll change it to red so that it stands out. Yeah, okay. So then I'll just look at it and you see how the alignment is. So what I'll do is okay, yes, right, the alignment now is proper. So what we'll do is now we'll increase the size to make sure it matches up, right? Just increase the size a little bit, and I think this is good. Then now I'll go and change the font, and I'm going to use a font that is thick like what is in a thick sans serif font. Okay, I think this is good. Yeah, this is, that looks good. So just move it a bit so that, okay, good. And then we'll go do the same thing again. We'll merge these two things. Once we've merged them, then we can go ahead and erase the color. So we'll select the element and we'll go to the object options, select erase color, and then we'll use the eyedropper tool to select black, and just like that you can see it again. So I increase the tolerance a bit. I think this is good. Is this no? It's too much. So I'll just play around with the tolerance to see, just to make sure that there is no the color black doesn't stay on the edges too much. Then I'll go over to smooth edges. I think I'll just leave this at 1 or 2. Yeah, I think that's about nice. So now what I'll do is I'll go over to the background settings and I will darken it up a bit just so that the text stands out more, right? Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, yes. Okay, so just like that, now we have been able to replicate that effect. Here I'll just reduce the size of this thing, and then I'll go back to the relative position, move it to the bottom, then move it to the bottom right. Then I can just play around with the positioning a bit, right? And boom, we have something. It's just done. We have a very similar representation of what we saw, and yeah, you've seen how you can do it with PixelLab.